Hey guys, happy Friday once again. Imagine my surprise here. I'm getting ready to cash in my tickets from all the games that I played here tonight, watch myself some season 2 of preseason football, and wouldn't you know it, out of nowhere, we're expecting some sort of decision when it comes to Urban Meyer and what he did and didn't know at Ohio State with all the domestic abuse allegations around one of his coaches. None of us had any idea exactly when that final report was going to come out. Some of us expected by Sunday, maybe early next week. And then we get another bombshell report from none other than Brett McMurphy, who, I got to tell you, I did not see this coming. I don't know if you saw this coming. I did not see this coming. And it's amazing to me that they wait to dump this on a Friday, the old Friday news dump. I am shocked that Brett McMurphy waited this long in order to drop this bombshell. But as you can see here on the screen, that was the tweet that went out just about 20, 25 minutes ago regarding even more disturbing news and allegations and revelations into this just total drama that Hollywood wouldn't have been able to script this together. But here is the latest. Former Ohio State assistant football coach Zach Smith has reportedly had about $2,200 worth of sex toys. Now, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've been in a Hustler. It hasn't been that long. Who we kidding here? But it has been a little while. Like $2,200 worth of sex toys is astronomical. But it appears that he has had $2,200 worth of sex toys, male apparel, and photography equipment delivered to the Ohio State football headquarters during a 4-month period in 2015. McMurphy goes on to say that the orders were shipped to Zach Smith, Woody Hayes Athletic Center, 535 Irving Schottenstein Drive in Columbus. Now, furthermore, we've got Zach Smith's ex-wife, Courtney, coming out now and saying that Smith, quote, took multiple photos of his penis inside the Ohio State coach's offices, also inside the White House when the Buckeyes visited in 2015, and also photographed himself in the coach's offices receiving oral sex and having sex with an OSU staffer. I can't make this shit up, guys. I really can't make this up. Now, McMurphy is saying and is reported to he's obtained copies of these penis photos. I'm serious here. He has gotten copies of the penis photos at this particular point, and I'm not sure if they called in a sketch artist or if they're doing some sort of lineup. I'm not sure how they're going to identify exactly what the penis is, but McMurphy says that, in fact, Zach Smith's penis is visible while he is in the same suit he wore to the ceremony in one photo. So I'm assuming he's taking dick pics inside the White House while he's there. He also says another photo depicts his genitals and a bathroom towel that shows the seal of the President of the United States. So I'm trying to come to grips with this here because it sounds like Zach Smith, you get invited to the White House to celebrate your national championship, and this guy, the only thing he can think about is running into the bathroom, grabbing and putting his dick inside the, hold his dick with the President of the United States, the towels they have in the bathroom at the White House. This is just mind-blowing. Now, keep in mind, he has been fired. July 23rd, he was fired, and we all thought it had to do with the domestic violence and the reports that were coming out, and they wanted to try to distance themselves. Apparently, it was a little bit too late there, but this is what we've got to deal with now. I don't know that this has anything to do with Urban Meyer or the decision of whether Urban Meyer stays or Urban Meyer goes, but I can tell you this. This whole story just got it went completely hard left here. And it's always going to come back to Urban Meyer now because they're going to want to know, and people are going to ask from Urban Meyer exactly why in the hell did you put this guy in a position to take down not only your university, but your program and your legacy. because it sounds like this guy was just completely over the top. Besides being a POS woman beater and a liar, and obviously he's got a lot of anger and rage issues going on, but the fact that you allowed this guy to continue to be employed under the Ohio State flag is mind-blowing to me, Urban Meyer. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Now, from a distance, as you're looking at this, it sounds like, it just sounds like something dudes would do inside of a football atmosphere. I'm not sure what you do with $2,200 worth of sex toys. I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, haven't you heard of Amazon, dude? I mean, for $2,200, you're either buying some really top of the line shit here. I don't know exactly what you're getting, but $2,200 worth of sex toys, male apparel, and photography equipment inside a 4-month period in 2015. Could you imagine Brett McMurphy with all of this? And good evening. Welcome in, guys, if you're just joining us, if you are just stumbling across the broadcast here and you're trying to figure out what's going on. The breaking news is that Zach Smith ordered $2,200 worth of sex toys and had them delivered to the headquarters of Ohio State football there in Columbus at Woody Hayes Athletic Center. And Brett McMurphy, poor Brett McMurphy, had to actually dump this story on a Friday, because how else is he with a straight face supposed to go, yes, I've seen the pictures of Zach Smith's penis, and I had to actually do some investigating where I had to look at his suit and determine that it in fact was Zach Smith, because he's wearing the same suit in the pictures at the White House. There's investigative reporting, and then there's what poor Brett McMurphy has got to go through right now. This is completely out of control. Not sure what it means to the Urban Meyer investigation here. Last we heard, they had 14 days to figure it out. I'm sure they've already figured it out. We know that the president of Ohio State, Michael Drake, had said yesterday in a radio show that he is just, it'll be done when it's done. It'll be decided when it's decided. He went on to say that the 14-day period for the investigation to take place was more of a kind of a let's hope it gets done, but it wasn't a hard deadline. They weren't going to hold anybody's feet to the fire if they weren't able to get the investigation done within 14 days. I am sure that if this got uncovered somewhere along the lines, all 6 of these people who are in charge of investigating this program and Urban Meyer and making the decision of whether he stays or whether he goes did not see this coming. And Charles Oakley, you sick bastard. Charles, not sure if you guys have heard this. And again, if you're just joining us, welcome in. But it seems that Zach Smith had a sex toy fetish and had no problem spending about $2,200 worth on sex toys and get it delivered to the football headquarters at Ohio State. He also took a bunch of pictures. He took a whole bunch of dick pics in the White House, in the Oval Office, when he was there in 2015. Brett McMurphy has seen those photos. He's apparently confirmed, because he's matched the suit that Zach Smith was wearing that day at the White House. He's confirmed the suit with the one that the guy holding his penis inside a President of the United States emblem towel. He's holding his penis inside that towel, and he is actually snapping photos of it. And Brett McMurphy has these photos. So I'm blown away that this just came out on a Friday. We were all expecting Ohio State to make the announcement of, here's the findings. Ohio State, Urban Meyer's going to keep having a job, or we're going to retain him, or he's got to go. And instead, what we've got is we've got dick pics from Zach Smith, and poor Brett McMurphy has had to sit there and try to figure out exactly whose they were. So this story just continues to get weirder and weirder and weirder, not to mention that we're also learning there are pictures that have, I guess, Zach Smith getting oral sex in the Buckeyes coach's office. I guess he must have filmed or taken pictures, receiving oral sex and having sex with a OSU staffer. This, too, was also confirmed, apparently, by Brett McMurphy. So I don't know. You couldn't pay me enough. No wonder why he dumped this on a Friday night and didn't wait until a Monday news cycle to do it. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Urban Meyer decision. I hope for the future of the Ohio State program. I hope for the future of the Ohio State Buckeye fans. And I know they're already making 1,000,001 excuses about this report. They're already slamming Brett McMurphy on social media about, this is not how you're supposed to report and nothing has been proven. To me, I don't need any more proof about Urban Meyer. I don't understand why Urban Meyer kept this shithead, this POS woman beater on his staff and risked his entire legacy and his entire career and the program. I, for the life of me, will never understand that. He could have done everything he was supposed to do from a protocol standpoint. To me, there is no forgiving putting yourself and the university in a position by employing a dude like this. DUIs. I mean, I don't know how much more you have to see. We already know that guy was a scumbag. What we don't understand, and I don't think we'll ever understand, is why Urban Meyer risked all of this for him. Because this isn't somebody, apparently, that would be worth laying your ass on the line for. And he did it, so I don't know. I mean, your relationship to Earl Bruce must have been something spectacular, but as far as I'm concerned, this is all your fault, Urban Meyer. This should never have gotten to where it's gotten right now, and the only reason it's gotten this far is because you weren't smart enough, and I hate to say this because I liked Urban Meyer, you just weren't smart enough, or your loyalty was all fucked up, man, all fucked up, that you would have put your ass on the line for a wife-beating, picture-taking, dick pic taking, DUI guy. I just don't understand why you'll do it. I'll never understand why you do it, and I think it's a shame because there's a lot of great people at the Ohio State University. The fans are great, but the fans are in total denial. They're in total denial, and they see this report as just another shot at Urban Meyer, and the media is trying to muddy the water. Listen, it doesn't matter what else comes out. The reality is Urban Meyer created this himself by continuing to employ this guy and giving him a raise. I mean, the list goes on. The minute that Shelley knew, and I'm sure you knew, Urban, the minute that you had to take it up the ladder and report what you found out, which is what you're leading all of us to believe, that you went through the proper channels, you went through the proper protocol. The minute that it happened, you should have threw his ass out of the building and off the team and off the program and out of your life, and you didn't. So, again, to me, the buck stops with the CEO being Urban Meyer. This is your fault, dude. I don't know what else to say. This is all your fault. So, happy Friday. We are getting ready for some Week 2 NFL preseason football. I was all excited. I got my bets in. By the way, if you guys have not seen the video already, still time for you to get your money in. The video is here. You can check it out. My locks for tonight, my Pick 6 locks for tonight. Make sure you check them out. But if you're just joining us, if you're just getting out of work, or if you're just perusing through Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter here and you came across this, the deal is breaking news. Zach Smith, former Ohio State assistant football coach Zach Smith, has ordered $2,200 worth of sex toys, male apparel, and photography equipment. He had it delivered to the headquarters at Ohio State. And he's also, there are pictures circulating of he's taking dick pics. He's also taking video and pictures of him having sex inside the football headquarters, inside the coach's office. And oh yeah, he apparently took a whole bunch of pictures, a whole bunch of dick pics inside the bathroom at the Oval Office, inside a towel that had the seal, the presidential seal. Yeah, he took a bunch of those pictures as well. And poor Brett McMurphy, who you can see here, is the one who broke it on Twitter. Brett McMurphy had to go ahead and identify and let us all know that through further investigation, the dick was actually Zach Smith's. And the reason he knows that, poor Brett McMurphy, is the fact that he had to match the suit of the dude in the picture with the suit of Zach Smith that day with those pictures in the Oval Office. It's just mind-blowing to me that this is what came out at 5:30 on a Friday news dump, that's what we're dealing with right now. And we were all expecting, and I'm sure you guys were expecting as well, we were all hoping to get some finality here with Urban Meyer. Like, is he staying? Is he going? What's going on? What's happening? But instead, we get a whole bunch of information on dick pics. And poor Brett McMurphy, man, there's investigative reporting, and then there's this. For you having to match up pictures, man, and figure out whose dick does this belong to? Dude, congratulations. I don't know. What do they win? All sorts of Peabody Awards? What do they win in newspaper and print and writers? There's got to be some sort of award that they can win. Brett McMurphy should get it for having to take it to this point. And you almost feel like he was backed into the corner, like he had to go ahead and post this, because if he didn't, it was going to get out. But could you imagine him just all day knowing that I've got to go on record saying I know that's Zach Smith, like I recognize who the dick is in the Oval. I can't imagine that's what he was doing. And this is going to make one hell of a Hollywood screenplay, because you know them tool bags in Hollywood right now. Somebody's going, I got the screenplay. I'm writing this. There is some dude in Starbucks right now in Columbus going, he's writing all this down. He is going to put the screenplay together for this in a couple of years. We're going to see this on Netflix, on Hulu. The whole Urban Meyer, Ohio State, was it his dick? Wasn't his dick? It's mind-blowing to me. So get ready for some football tonight, but keep this in mind. You guys heard it here first. These pictures are going to get released at some point. They're going to get released. And Courtney Smith, the ex-wife, is probably somewhere behind them. And the fact that she had him is mind-blowing to me, too. So you've got to ask yourself, how does Courtney Smith get the pictures of her ex-husband having sex in the offices at Ohio State football? How does she get those? Because that's probably how Brett McMurphy got them. And that means that this has been going on much longer than just recently, which also means that Urban Meyer, it's your fault, dude. You brought this on yourself. I don't know what to say. You employed this guy and you allowed him to put you into this position. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So enjoy your night, guys. I want to thank you very much for stopping by here. Those of you on Twitter and Periscope, thank you very much. YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Also, Facebook Live, thank you very much. You guys have a great Friday. Don't forget to like the page and follow us. Of course, this is your home for breaking news. Anytime there's dick pics involved, we'll go ahead and have the breaking news for you. So appreciate your time. Don't forget, you can still get your bets in. Make sure you check out the previous video here, my Pick 6 locks for tonight. There's still time. Let me see. Yep, there's still time to be able to get those in. So go ahead and do it. Enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be handicapping the games tomorrow that are left in week 2 of NFL preseason. We'll have those for you. Make sure you check back on the channel. Check back here. Subscribe. Follow us. And have an amazing Friday night. Thanks for dropping by, guys.